gonna jump into Rev's other video about Highborn. So let's see just how bad things are.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ruff here. So today we'll be looking at one of the, greatest failures in gaming history, thanks to a new release called Highguard. Now, people are comparing that to Concord and saying this is a Concordian level of failure.
Yeah.
But let's take a look. How are things going for Highguard?
Actually, with his format, okay, I'm going to shift over here and I'm going to shift you guys up. Because it looks like I can probably stay over here. And then I'll shift you guys up here. For this react. This should be fine.
Not very good. Mostly negative reviews on this free-to-play PvP raid shooter. Things are not going well. This was a game that was promoted at the Game Awards. It was one of the highlights of the evening, and things are going really badly on its release. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, I know my microphone is cutting out. Look, I'm going to get a new one, okay? Sorry, guys.
I wasn't going to say anything. But yeah, the noticing is microphone has been hiccuping a little bit. I wasn't going to say nothing because God knows I've got no room to talk when it comes to audio quality of my talking. Granted, the problem isn't my microphone, but I have no room to talk, so I was going to say anything.
The microphone, I've been using the same Blue Yeti for 6 years at this point.
Oh, God! Oh, Rev! Oh, honey, no! Oh, Rev, honey, no! Blue Yeti sucks! Oh, God, no! Get yourself a good microphone. Oh, goodness! Yeah, Blue Yeti is like, not good. It is known to have a very tinny sound to it. Yeah, and it's a carotid microphone. Yeah, not necessarily a Shure. A Shure would be a good one. A Shure would be a good microphone. The microphone I got, the Elgato, the Wave DX, very good. Yeah, he needs to get a good condenser microphone. He definitely needs to. No, Snake Odds, the issue is not with my microphone. I have a good microphone. I have a very nice Elgato Wave DX microphone. The problem is I use a voice changer. So the quality is because of the voice changer. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. I could probably get the most expensive microphone out there. It's not going to change anything when my audio is being processed through a voice changer. And until we see dramatic improvements in that technology, I've got what I got. And that's all I can do. No, I'm not. And don't even bother asking because it's not happening.
And I'm taking the absolutely abysmal financial hit on this one. I'll never financially recover from this one, but yeah, I'm gonna get a new mic. Sorry for the little pops in the mic recently. It is what it is, but I will do better, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get into the video, okay? So we have a really interesting trio of games here. We know Concord, we know the failure of that game, and Highguard, which is of course the subject of today's video, and Marathon, which is a future subject.
Yes.
We've talked about Marathon multiple times.
Yeah, I've seen some things talked about with Marathon. It's not looking good. Unfortunately, things are not looking good for Marathon. With some of, I guess, the beta testing and some of the beta test video footage that I've seen, it's not looking good for Marathon. We're probably gonna see just as poor of a release for Marathon as we saw for Concord, as we've seen for Highguard. Marathon is going to be the trifecta of bad, overly hyped, quote unquote, AAA like arena, extraction, etc. type shooters that is just gonna flop from the moment that it launches.
Another disastrous game. Can't wait for that one to
And you're
absolutely
right, Warthog,
fall
but
on
that
its
was a
face.
while ago.
But, of course, with Highguard, there was an official reveal trailer at the Game Awards, and it did not do well. As you can see, 5,800
Wow.
likes versus 71,000 dislikes.
Wow.
Not good, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, on the official release,
Hang on, I have to move. Oh shit, I can't move front. Look at the emoji. The fucking emoji. I love it. I love the emoji.
yeah, it did not pan out. A 21% rating on this game. Now, of course, it peaked at nearly 100,000 in-game players, which is great for most games, but keep in mind, this is a free-to-play game. So literally anyone can download this. It's just like Marvel Rivals, right? People are going in to try it and test the waters. But of course, well, there's a difference.
It's granted, why is Highguard so bad? It is subjective. But generally speaking, what I've heard is it's boring. Highguard is just flat out boring. They're doing a 3v3 PvP on absolutely giant maps, and there's nothing to do. And it's just flat out boring. That's the biggest complaint that I've heard about this. You had sponsored streamers that were paid to play Highguard. And they played like 1 or 2 matches and just went out. I'm bored. Fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm bored out of my mind. I have no interest in playing this. After like 1 or 2 matches. And they're like, I'm out. Yeah, exactly. Like, I played Marvel Rivals. I played a couple matches, and I was like, I don't like this. Kids who try to play and spend so much time trying to get a match, he eventually alt F4. Really? That bad, huh? Yeah, this is an absolute failure of a launch.
Difference between Marvel Rivals and Highguard. And it's the fact that people really don't like Highguard. In fact, yikes.
There it is.
I would say about 80+% of the players who tried it out in the
No, that's 90. That is 90% of their player base. Right there. Gone.
first day have left. They peaked at 97,000 players in game, and right now they're at 8,000. That is a disastrous first day launch for a free-to-play game, by the way. But here's some reviews. There's a lot of controversy about like who's being paid to promote this game. But
here we go.
I'm going to tell you this. Tim the Tat Man and some of Ninja's teammates, they wanted to quit instantly.
And now me and this other guy have to stop the shield.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. This game is very, very boring. I'm gonna leave.
Oh, he's gonna leave. Alright, our random? Yeah. You're gonna leave?
Bro, I don't know. This game is...
Yo, bro played 1 game and he's out, dude.
Like, look at this map. Look at the size of this fucking map, and this is a 3v3. And look at the size of the maps they have been playing on in a 3v3. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking boring. And yeah, the guy's mumbling. You can't really hear him, but he's basically saying, "Yeah, I'm leaving. This is boring." Is basically what he's saying. Like the only specialized movement you have is mantling. That's it. It's like I don't know how they expected this to succeed. Honestly, I have no idea how they thought that this was going to be successful.
Yo.
So again, things are absolutely brutal with this release, and it's only getting worse over time. And yeah, look at this plateau. Day 1 right here, maxing out
Yep.
at nearly 100k, and then day 2,
Collapse.
hovering around 10,000 peak players.
It's more than that. Look at that. In 9 hours, they, this is not like even like towards the end of the day here. In 9 hours, less than 9 hours, they lost their entire player base. In 9 hours. Not 12, not 24, 9, maybe 8.5. And they lost 90% of their player base. That's pathetic.
The entire day. And the reviews are abysmal. Okay? Here's some of the Steam reviews. I was cautiously optimistic for Highguard. I didn't want to assume anything of the game ahead of launch. With that in mind, I am disappointed with what I played. Above all, the game is boring. And keep that theme in mind. People are simply saying this game is boring. That's it. But continuing on saying, there are no NPCs to populate the maps, meaning the only engagement with the maps is looting extremely surface level loot. The movement and shooting is just fine.
Something I should note, because when I watched Asmongold's like play through the beginning of it, he had to crank the FPS up on it. It seems like the game may also be maybe perhaps poorly optimized, because when he first started playing the game, he was experiencing lag in movement, and until he cranked it up until to like I think 260 FPS, it was only when he cranked that up that high that maybe the lag between input and reaction of the game might have smoothed out. I don't even know, because he didn't really say anything. But the first thing he said when he first loaded in was, wow, this is really laggy. Like there was a distinct amount of lag between his input on his computer and the response to the game. So that's another issue that apparently is known.
Outside of mounts, which actually control very well, the visuals, even at 100% res scale with no upscaling, are blurry, with things such as forced motion blur. Here's another one saying, I mostly feel bad for the devs. The game clearly wasn't designed or prepared for this level of scrutiny. Everything is blurry and unclear. The map is the size of Latvia, but you only have 3 players, so most of your time is spent running around the map looking for something to kill. And I've seen a lot of that sort of sentiment.
By the way, and notice what the other was. It's saying that it's a fast-paced shooter, but also the merchant makes you go mine rare earth metals to buy stuff. Characters are profoundly bland and uninteresting, and the art direction is just threw every cool idea into a vat. What if there was magic? What if there were guns? What if there was a bear? What if there was Excalibur? What if there was a giant siege tower? And the game isn't very interesting.
For something to kill. And I've seen a lot of that sort of sentiment. This person saying 3v3 is not the right format for this game. Yep. Too long didn't read. Wait 2 months. 5 out of 10. First of all, I started this game.
By the way, I am questioning if this game will survive 2 months. Yeah, and correct. The mining is a QTE event as well. Yeah, that part I saw when Has been going through the tutorial. Yeah, to do mining is literally a QTE event. You got to do QT 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you've broken it. Same thing if you want to like break down walls. It's a QTE event of hitting something with like an axe. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're through. It's just boring.
I'm expecting nothing. I didn't listen to any of the criticism. Gameplay loops so far. Join a game. 2 teammates leave after 5 minutes. Join another game. 3 out of 6 players. lobby is closing, and you're back to the main screen. Third game, 5 out of 6 players. Wow, we're doing better. Get booted back to the login screen and login queue due to server disconnect. Fourth game, 5 out of 6 players. Lobby closes yet again. Fifth game, you can guess. Finally, sixth game. I found enough players, and the enemies left after 5 minutes. And you guys get the point. Okay, this is an absolute disaster. In fact, the Highguard official launch showcase uploaded on their official YouTube account. You can see the amount of dislikes. 141,000 views, but 4,500 likes. And to let you guys know, the comment section is turned off. So they're not listening to anything people.
Always a sign of confidence in your product when you turn the comments off on your official launch showcase video. So nobody can go into the comments section saying your game is dog shit, and here is the quadrillion reasons why your game is dog shit, and thus warning people not to download your dog shit game.
People want to say about this, it's an absolute disaster. And yeah, there's a reason why they have lost. This says half of their player base. They've lost like 80+%.
No, look at the time. This was literally the halfway mark of when they were losing their players. So, yeah, like probably about like 4 hours later is when they hit the 90% loss of player base.
And there's a good reason for it. The game is absolutely boring. Okay? Yep. And you can see on release, again, 1 day ago, there was this official launch trailer uploaded onto the IGN account, who of course is being paid to shield this game. And they have less than 1,000 likes versus 3,900 dislikes, and the comment section is brutal.
But by the way, another point of note, people gave so little a shit about this game. Yes, it's ratioed, but look at how few people actually liked or disliked. You had less than 1,000 people like, less than 4,000 dislike. The low numbers of the like and dislike alone tells you how little people gave a fuck about this. If this was like something that people were like, oh, I'm interested, you would see like, okay, maybe I'll, even factoring in ratio, you'd see maybe like 2,000 likes and then 10,000 dislikes. But you actually have literally less than 1K on the like and less than 4K on the dislike. Nobody fucking cared. Nobody gave a shit that this even came out. I didn't even know that this had launched until I saw all of the stories about how bad it was. Until I saw all these posts and all these YouTube videos talking about how bad it was, I didn't even know this was launching yesterday, like last night. I had no fucking idea it even went live. That's how forgettable this is.
3,900 dislikes.
Oh, and by the way, the video itself, it's hard to tell, 50,000 views. That's it for this launch trailer. Just 50,000 views. For what is supposed to be considered a major game release that has been hyped to shit, 50,000 views on the launch trailer is dog shit.
Less than 1,000 likes versus 3,900 dislikes, and the comment section is brutal. Saying, imagine the corporate, out-of-touch old heads freaking out, screaming, "Nobody told me hero shooters were dead," as they answer yet another angry investor's phone call. Why this wasn't the first trailer is beyond me. They decide to show you what you're actually in for as the overall concept and gameplay goes, the day it releases, weird strategy to say the least.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We're kind of seeing this more with the AAA studios. Is they're not really showing you gameplay until like the day before release, 2 days before release. Nowadays, a lot of games are really doing a lot of like concept trailers or not in-game footage trailers. And they're just showing like the cinematics or the first renders or something. And like you're not seeing actual gameplay until right before it releases because they're desperately trying to build up and maintain the hype based on their cinematics. And that way, by the time they actually release the actual game footage trailer or game footage a day before, people are already all in and they've already bought the game or pre-ordered the game.
I think what they're presenting here is much better than the initial trailers they released at the Game Awards. They paid, I would imagine, at least 6 figures to promote that initial trailer at the Game Awards.
Probably.
And it
Probably.
simply wasn't worth it, okay? It was even worse than that voice crack I just had, okay? It was that bad. But things get worse. Game journalists are sweeping for this, okay?
Oh
You have
my
people saying
God.
this. I played Highguard, and Jeff Keighley will be vindicated. This is an exceptionally well-crafted shooter that combines familiar Apex-style gameplay with...
Apex. I'm not a huge fan of Apex by any stretch of the imagination. Apex style gameplay. Bearing in mind, you're not dropping in on anything. And you're not wall running. You're not just like, oh my God. Oh, this shilling. Like, this is the okay, let me let him finish his quote here.
Totally fresh, high stakes, objective, with the dramatic highs and lows of a competitive shooter. How?
Now, here's my confusion. Why are these games journalists shilling like crazy over Highguard? Like, the theory is you're supposed to shill over these big AAA studios so you can maintain access to them to write stories about them. You think it was just because they got paid? You know what? It's very likely. Honestly, it's very likely. Yeah. How much of their budget went to paying for the journalists to slurp and glorp all over their cock and say, "Oh, this game is fucking amazing. You've got to play it."
How is Jeff Keighley handling this situation? Well, he's saying thoughts on Highguard so far. Apparently, he's funding this, so he has some backing. And wow, 7,600 likes
Savvy
versus
coming in.
5,600 comments.
Ouch.
Did you invest in the studio? Were you paid in any way? Not just monetarily to promote the game. How much did you charge them for the first ad slot at the awards show? I'm very interested. I would love to know how much they invested to promote that game
Oh, yeah.
at the Game Awards. But then we have Smash JT saying, do you have a financial interest in this game's success? Asmongold simply saying, bro, ... Blab saying, how much did they pay you to promote the game? It's terrible. Like, I want my money back, and I never spent a dime on this game. But of course, some people are very upset. They're saying, all right, Jeff, let's see what it's all about, referring to Highguard.
Boy. And
Now
then,
saying they're going to do
God.
something to Jeff in public if they ever see him. Then,
well, okay, hold up. No, okay. That's not what they said. They just said the next time I see his face in public better be at The Hague. That's not this guy from that guy from college saying he's going to do something. He's saying that he thinks Jeff should be brought up on crimes against humanity and brought up before The Hague. Okay? Let's not ascribe that he's going to do something that he's not saying he's going to do. Okay?
Do something to Jeff in public if they ever see him. Then the journalists are sweeping for this game.
Yeah.
They're sweeping. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. Games journalists are sweeping for absolute mediocrity in the gaming sphere. I can't believe this. Aftermath here, defending them, saying Highguard is yet another symptom and victim of rapidly decaying internet.
Because, of course, because the games journalists are all about... They don't report on games anymore. They basically stand for game devs with victim complexes. That's what games journalists do these days. They don't actually report on games. That ship has sailed a long time ago. What games journalists do these days is they are the professional professional promoters of game dev victim culture. That is what games journalists do. They basically stand for game devs crying and playing victims saying, we're getting review bombed. Our game's actually good. And the game journalists going, you see, they're getting review bombed. This game is actually good. You need to spend your hard-earned money on this dog shit game because they got review bombed. And that's that's not actually real. Don't believe your own lying eyes. That's actually just review bombs that are the chuds that are just tried because they don't like strong, independent women as a protagonist, and you need to spend your hard-earned money. No, this is all professional victimhood, and the games journalists are their promoters. They are the game devs' PR teams for the professional victimization. That's all they become. That's why nobody gives a fuck what game journalists say anymore. Because they are literally the professional victims' PR team.
Not clicking on your article, your headline is stupid. Then PC Gamer says, Highguard is fine when you don't have an internet in your ear telling you it's nasty.
So PC Gamer is saying, don't believe your own lying eyes. That's the other thing that the game journalists love to do. Don't believe your own lying eyes, paying customers. You actually love this game. You're just getting swayed by don't listen to the chuds. You actually love this game, don't you know? See, you chuds are too stupid to know what you actually like and what you don't like. So you need to trust us to tell you what you like, because you're obviously too stupid to think for yourselves. So listen to us because we are your betters and we know better than you. That is literally every fucking game journalist out there these days.
What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing? This game is an absolute disaster. I'm sorry. This game is horrible. And the reception is on a Concordian level of failure. I know. Great job, Concord, for creating a term for gaming-related failure. But yeah, that's what Highguard is. The player numbers spiked. A lot of people were very excited, saying, whoa, almost 100K in-game players. Of course, it's free to play. But people were saying, wow, that's better than we expected. Well,
and
turns out the people who are giving this a shot, they don't like it. They really don't like it. And I'm not surprised.
And that's the key there. Because numbers don't lie. All of these game journalists say, don't believe your own lying eyes. Don't believe the internet. This game is actually fantastic. Look at the numbers. The people that played the game didn't listen to the internet. The people that played the game wanted to play the game. And when they played the game, they said, thanks, I hate it, and fucked off and uninstalled. Numbers don't lie. You started off with 97,000 people, and then it went off a cliff. Those are hard numbers. You can't, these are not people that, these 97,000 people didn't play the game, then read an internet, didn't read a tweet or watch a YouTube video going, oh, this game actually sucks and you shouldn't be playing it. No, they played the game and said, this game fucking sucks, I'm bored, and uninstalled. That has nothing to do with Twitter posts or YouTube videos that are calling the game shit. Because there have been plenty of games that the internet has said is shit, but yet still remains popular. And have still maintained a decent player base. The fact is, gamers that play the game don't fucking care what's said on the internet. They don't care. They'll play, if the game is fun, they will play the game. If the game is not fun, they uninstall. It is literally as simple as that. It has nothing to do with what people say on Twitter. It has nothing to do with people post YouTube videos about. It has nothing to do with what game journalists write for their dog shit rags. Gamers play the games. If they like it, they keep playing. If they don't like it, they uninstall, and that's it. It's literally as simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's dirt fucking simple. And what you see is, as you see the devs and you see the game journalists seeing the hard facts and saying, nope, we have to try and rewrite reality, and we reject a reality and substitute our own, and you see the articles that they write. Because they can't handle the reality.
I'm not surprised at all. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah. There it is. It sucks. People are uninstalling it. If this game makes it for 2 months, I will actually be somewhat surprised if it's able to stick around for more than 2 months. I will not be surprised to see a Twitter post in 2 months saying that the devs are shutting down the servers and Highguard is dead. That won't surprise me in the slightest.